Good morning, everyone. I'd like to welcome everyone to our annual end of the year awards ceremony. Over the next 35 minutes or so, we'll be recognizing students for their academic achievement, as well as their outstanding character exhibited throughout this school year. And here we are, a full year of 7th grade. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you. I'd like to thank our families for all of your support throughout the school year. I'd like to thank our staff this morning for all that you've done for our students. And I'd like to thank you, the 7th grade class. I'd like to take a brief moment this morning to talk about and revisit the message from the first day of school. When you guys came here to the big middle/high school, I had told you that you were responsible for the culture of this school. And we were going to have our ups and our downs, like any school year, and I think we did. We had many ups and many downs. You have been responsible for making this a wonderful school. It is you that make the decisions every day that impact the culture of our school, so I want to thank you for that. As you look back at your past, this past school year with an honest look, I want you to take a moment to just self-reflect for a moment. At its heart, self-reflection means setting aside to think deeply and evaluate your thoughts, your attitudes, and your motivations. Your thoughts, your attitudes, and your motivations. So I want to ask you, are you where you thought you would be when you started here 10 months ago? It's a loaded question. Academically, athletically, socially, did you give your best effort this school year? Have you challenged yourself to be the best you? We've had the opportunity, we the adults, to see you 182 school days. We've watched you struggle, we've watched you persevere, and we've watched you grow. I would say that most of you have challenged yourself on most of the days, and we say thank you for that. As you sit here today in the present moment and closing your 7th grade school year, ready for summer, 3 hours. You'll return in 11 weeks as an 8th grader. As you look at your summer vacation, in those 3 hours, Mr. Briggs has a homework assignment for you. What? Homework? Mr. Briggs, really? Think about a change, a goal, or something you would like to accomplish this summer. So don't look at your neighbor, this is on you. A goal, something you'd like to change in the next 11 weeks as you prepare for summer. It could be a better soccer player. Read more. Work on how you handle your anxiety. Cut back on junk food. Cut back on video games. Take 1,000 jump shots or 1,000 repetitions to be better at something when you return. So that's it. That's your homework. That's your challenge. And I will check in. I will check in this summer, whether it's probably through an email, so check your email. And I'll definitely check in at the start of next year to see where you're at with that change or goal. So have the confidence that you can change and grow. Thank you for a great school year. You have been challenged this year, and you'll be challenged even more next year as 8th graders, as leaders of the school. Be respectful to your friends, to your loved ones, and to your community. Be responsible. Think about the decisions that you make this summer and the impact that they have on you and the people around you. And finally, be safe. Take care of yourself. You've heard that message a few times, respectful, responsible, and safe. And now let's move on to the awards ceremony. I'd like to introduce our first presenters for civil rights, Mrs. Clifford and Winslow.
Okay. Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Ms. Erickson. My pronouns are she, her. Along with my most amazing co-advisor, Mrs. Clifford, I'm here to present awards to Winslow Junior High School's Civil Rights team. Our work involves activities that help all students, staff, and visitors feel welcome and safe in our school community. We had a good group this year who demonstrated a lot of creativity and enthusiasm. I think the world will be a better place for their advocacy for people's civil rights? No? Okay. All right. We have a number of 7th graders receiving a certificate for civil rights team, and they would be Gwyneth Bricks, Emma Clifford, Alice Dorr, and Gavin, Aubrey Niedermeyer, and yes, Aubrey, I spelled it correctly on the certificate, Georgia Shark, Mara Schuyler, and Sophie Willett. Yes, now you get to go back and sit, unless you want another embarrassing moment. We can arrange that. Especially if it's really well. There you go. Do they really not do it right? Oops. Georgia has yours. All right. Next up, we have Mrs. Brackett to present Excel Awards.
Okay, so first I'd like to give you a little demonstration of me on Sunday evening trying to read this student's work. But, you know, I gotta say, it's always worth the effort. Cooper strives to learn. He asks great questions in class. He stays on topic despite the periphery of distractions available to him. There is a point in a lesson when students suddenly realize, oh, she's actually not going to tell us the answers. Oh, I'm going to have to figure this out on my own. At that point, you lose some people, but not Cooper. He persists, he perseveres. And so I want to recognize his continual outstanding achievement. And I'd like to give him some Sharpies, so next year his teachers can actually read his work. Cooper? And next we have Ms. Hunter with Remarkable Reader.
All right, good morning, everyone. So I have a Remarkable Rater Award for a 7th grader who has been respectful, dependable, and thoughtful. So Addie Lessard demonstrates many aspects of a remarkable rater. She is always willing to help, is conscientious of the impact of her words and actions, and is a leader by example. Addie puts forth her best effort, which does not go unnoticed. We definitely notice, and we thank her for that. So congratulations, Addie. All right, next up, we'll welcome Mr. Clark.
Good morning. We had a great year in band this year. I just would like to take a moment to recognize 3 7th graders who were selected to participate in the Kennebec Valley Band Honor Band this year. I hope that they will come out and do it again next year, and that other students that maybe didn't have that opportunity will choose to do it as well. And those students are Callum Pooler, Emma Gallagher, and Cooper Rubierstein. Next we have presenting Ms. Clifford with art.
Good morning. Creating a piece of art requires us to step outside of our comfort zone and to think outside of the box. It requires more than just talent alone. Being good with a pencil or a paintbrush will only get you so far. Being an artist takes something that many of us do not think of. It takes courage. Artists take their own vision and turn them into a reality, allowing others to see their ideas come to life. The following students did this and more. These students not only created amazing artwork, but they allowed their artwork to be shown for the public to see, and that takes courage. So the following students stepped outside of the box. They created some pretty awesome pieces, and their pieces were hung for Youth Art Month in downtown Waterville for the entire public to see. So, without further ado, I'm going to present these students. Trevor Robinson, Virginia Palmer, Rex Morin, Bailey Gorman, and
Good morning. I am extremely lucky to teach a class that not a lot of middle schools have anymore. Hands-on Tech, which is basically a woodworking class, gives a great experience to students who have never held a hammer, used a saw. What is this sandpaper thing? Why don't I want to put it on my fingers all the time? And I teach 6, 7, and 8, and so I get to see these kids mature over a course of 3 years. Our first recipient, let's just say in 6th grade, sometimes in 7th, that maturity was not always there in some of his other classes. But when he took Hands-on Tech, when he started working on a project, he became laser focused. And you saw the ability that when he made the decision to work on something, he'd get it done. And there was a lot of pride and a lot of hope for that young man. This year's Hands-on Tech Award is Maddox Lambert. Next up is Mrs. Loftus.
Okay, so I gave one PE award, and I based it on participation, sportsmanship, never ending up in the penalty box. So if you ever ended up in a penalty box in class, you might get this award. And just, this goes to a student that never ever gave me a hard time, regardless of the activity. So even if we were doing the dance unit, some people don't like that. If we were doing floor hockey, if we were playing spherical avoidance, this individual always participated. So, the Phys Ed Award is given to an individual who gave full class participation, regardless of the activity. They were always respectful and showed excellent sportsmanship. I'm happy to award this year's 7th grade UA PE Award to Jasmine Whitman. Sorry, my fun job is to say the next name. Okay, Miss VU, you're up next.
You've heard the term lifelong learner, where we encourage children to learn things, not just through high school, but beyond. As adults, we want to keep learning through our lives. This year, I learned that 7th graders will sing in front of people and do a very nice job. But when you put them on a school bus, they sing 1,000 times louder. It's amazing. And then you get them off of the school bus and you ask them to sing in front of an audience again, and they go. So anyway, kids are nuts. So am I. I have 3 awards for 3 students who were accepted into the Kennebec Valley Honors Festival Choir this year. It's an honor to be chosen. You have to audition in front of a judge by yourself, and that's very scary. And these kids did a great job, and they got to go to the festival where they had a fantastic experience. So congratulations to Adeline Gallagher, Emma Clifford, and Caitlin Giles. Up next, we have Mrs. Lambert.
Good morning. As department head for social studies, I get the honor to give a 7th grade award called the Charles E. Varney Award. This is a scholarship award given to a 7th grader who earns great grades in main studies, is a hard worker, participates in class, and has a positive attitude. This award started in 1989 to honor a former teacher here at Winslow Junior High. Charles Varney was a teacher here and loved history and loved working with kids who wanted to learn. To Mr. Varney, any student that wanted to learn was a cherished gift. His family began this award in his name to recognize a student who shared that interest in learning. Years ago, main studies was taught in grade 9. Now, it's part of 6th and 7th grade curriculum. This award is a plaque, has a plaque on display in the main office. And the name of the student is on this plaque. They also receive a cash award of $25. Team 7 teachers create a list of students who meet the criteria, discuss the nominees, and they select one student. It is my extreme pleasure to award the Varney Award to Ryan Moore. So now we have team awards, so if my team members can please join me. So as a team, we also meet and discuss our students, and we have come up with some very deserving young men and women. And we have 3 separate awards, which we will be given today. Mr. Wolf.
Okay, so as Ms. Lambert said, we kind of as a team talk about the 7th grade and what students really stood out as for various reasons. So we broke it into 3 categories. The first category that I will present is the Positivity Award. This goes to these students who come to class every day with a positive attitude, a willingness to learn, tremendous positivity in general, and brings a great attitude to class and makes just our day a better place to be. The following students, please come down. Addison Lassard, Valen Susi, Cooper Ruthier Starkey, Noah Jenkins, Layla Stanford, Emma Clifford, Lily Byers. Come on down.
Okay, hi, I am Mr. Walston, 7th grade science teacher. The next category for 7th grade awards is for hard worker. These following students have demonstrated exceptional dedication, perseverance, and a commitment to academic excellence, setting a shining example of hard work for their peers. The following students, please come to my side and hold the applause until after I've read all the names. Thank you. Weston Pappas, Evan Barbeau, Mara Tyler, Kaiser Stewart, Sophie Fortin, Clarice Jones, Ryan Morse, Gwyneth Brace, Savannah Calvo, Luna Meek, Sumira Page, Emma Duplessis, Elizabeth Morrison, and Addison Willett. And now here is Missy.
I am here to present 5 awards for students who, in one class or all the way around, have shown us that they are most improved in something. So I'm going to read the messages because sometimes it's really situation specific. So this individual is most improved for making great strides in her 7th grade year. She asks questions, she takes her time because she's always tries to do her very best. She perseveres when things are challenging, and she is willing to redo work to get it right. Congratulations and well done to Erica Mulanga. All right, for this individual, this person's getting an award for a great improvement over the course of 7th grade. She had to adjust to a new school and completely different approach to education. It was not easy. She had a lot of things to get used to: tests, grades, noisy classes, a strict daily schedule to follow, so much to process. She hung in there, she asked questions, she worked at things until she got them right. Congratulations to Kaylin Cooper. I loved hearing this story. This person was not in my class. So congratulations and most improved to this young individual for making significant growth and progress in 7th grade math. In the beginning of the year, he participated some of the time. Now he is the strongest participant in math class, as well as answering math problems when they come up in social studies. Work completion improved from most of the time to being totally consistent. He asks great questions, which demonstrate an analytical thought process that stands out from the crowd. Congratulations to Jackson Powell. Okay, these two are English class specific. I'm rather proud to, these people just, anyway. Congratulations for great improvement over the course of 7th grade English, in attitude and in the work he has done. He started out slowly, not sure about what was expected, but over time, this individual has come to show us what he is really capable of, in the quality of his answers, the details in his writing, and his diligence in redoing work to make sure and get it right. Congratulations, Isaac Bulger. But certainly not least, this individual as well is most improved for turning it around from not seriously interested or invested to highly motivated in what she was learning and accomplishing. She saw the value in putting in good effort. She began to truly enjoy reading. She came to feel the satisfaction of having done her best work. Congratulations and well done to Jenica Stetson. Okay, and thank you. That's the last of the team members.
Okay, let's give one more round of applause for all the awards recipients. I'd like to welcome and thank all of our family and friends who are able to come and celebrate our 8th graders this morning. Without your support, these students would not be where they are today, so thank you. Thank you to our students. Thank you to our staff. It's been an amazing journey, and I'm extremely proud of your accomplishments, and I am honored to stand here this morning and celebrate and be your principal, so thank you. I have 2 rules this morning. I've already shared one of them with many of you. 2 rules this morning. One, as always, be respectful of the person speaking and the awards recipients. This is not easy to do for most people, number 1. Number 2, no tears. Okay, the tears may flow, but only the happy ones, and you have to wait until the slideshow.
Okay.
Fair enough? Fair enough. All right. Before I turn the microphone over to our first presenter, I'd like to close out the school year with a few comments. Few observations about this 8th grade class that may resonate with you this morning, and some of the reasons why I think you have been so successful this year. Now, obviously, there are many reasons for a person's success, but here are a few simple takeaways for your summer and as you enter high school. Number 1, keep your hands to yourself. Raise your hand if an adult in your middle school career has told you, please keep your hands to yourself. Thank you. So, research shows that successful teams and organizations that demonstrate a form of touch, and studies have been conducted regarding sports teams, that these teams that touch more are more successful. A high five, a fist bump, a hug. It brings a smile and encourages others, and it demonstrates to someone else, you got this. The top team this season in the NBA, which probably will not surprise you, that touched the most was who? The Boston Celtics, who may close out the series tonight. So, don't be afraid to fist bump, don't be afraid to high five, and don't be afraid to hug. Number 2, words that came to mind, show up. Show up. So often in life, the first step is just to show up. Think about a day that you really didn't feel like coming to school, or practice, or rehearsal, and I'm talking to the adults too. This pertains to us as adults. But more often than not, you showed up. I give you credit, 8th graders, you showed up. You continued to show up when the alarm went off, and that's half the battle. So keep showing up. Number 3, be an eagle. Be an eagle. Be the better person, and most often you were as 8th graders. Eagles fly high, and there are very few birds that will attack an eagle. In fact, one, maybe more, one of them is a crow. You've probably witnessed a set of crows attempting to take down an eagle, and what does the eagle do upon attack? It takes the high road. The eagle, when it's attacked, will fly higher. In fact, it continues to get to an altitude in which a crow cannot withstand, and the crow will either give up or fall because of the altitude. They always take the high road. And most of the time, you guys, as 8th graders, you took the high road. You'll be faced with many challenges throughout your high school, and beyond that, I have no doubt that you guys will show up, you will high five, you will fist bump, okay, and you will be an eagle. I've got more words for you for the next ceremony, no tears. The Taylor Swift reference that you want, that'll be the next time. But at this time, I'd like to introduce our first presenter, Mrs. Clifford and Ms. E for Civil Rights.
Good morning. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lisa Erickson. My pronouns are she, her, along with my amazing co-advisor, Mrs. Clifford. I'm here to present awards to Winslow Junior High School's Civil Rights team. Our work involves activities that help all students, staff, and visitors feel welcome and safe in our school community. We had a good group this year who demonstrated a lot of creativity and enthusiasm. I think the world will be a better place for their advocacy for people's civil rights. And for our amazing 8th grade team members, please come forward or hold your applause until we've named all the names. Chloe Griffith, Al Price, Hayden Little, Haley Duper, Skyla Bunker, and Abby Bertel. Please give them a round of applause. Next up is Ms. Wickett. No? Okay. Yeah.
Morning, guys. So creating a piece of art requires us to step outside of our comfort zone and think outside the box. It requires more than just talent alone. Being good with a pencil or paintbrush will only get you so far. Being an artist takes something that many of us do not think of. It takes courage. Artists take their own vision and turn it into reality, allowing others to see their ideas come to life. The following students did that and more. These students not only created some amazing artwork, but they allowed their work to be shown for the public down in downtown Waterville over Youth Art Month this last spring. So, will the following students please come up? Liam Darrell, Haley Blackstone, again, Hallie Blackstone. I do that every time, I apologize. Catherine Martin, Maria, I'm not even going to try to pronounce your last name. Bailey Richards and Isabella Vayu. I have one more student that I want to present an award to. I've had this student in my classroom since last year, and he has been consistently in my classroom. So while some students shift ways, some stay. This one student has made the most progress I have seen over the past 2 years than I have in any other student. He went from skipping art, to coming in and taking naps in art, to kind of sort of participating, to learning his colors, to taking part in our classroom conversations in his own ways, and to completing projects that were put before us. So, Alex Davis, I would like to congratulate you for being my most improved student, and I have some things here to keep you arting through the summer. Congratulations. Next up is Miss Loftus. Thank you.
Alex is celebrating, just so you guys know. Before I read this, I just want to tell this class, you have made my job really enjoyable. When it comes to my UA 8th grade, I really enjoyed that class. And that takes a whole group of you. You're super kind, and you include everybody regardless of ability. And you make adjustments on the fly, and it's really incredible to watch. Next year, as freshmen, I get to have you again, because most of you know that I'm moving up to high school. So I get to see all your smiling faces again, and junior high we get a new person. So I'm kind of happy about that you guys are coming up. So this award, and it was really hard to give this just to one individual, because you guys you participate, you have good sportsmanship, you have a lot of leaders here, and so it was really hard to pick just one. And for this individual, though, I've had them for a couple years, because not only do they have their UA, but they also come for electives, so you really enjoy PE. So, the PE award is given to an individual who gave full class participation, regardless of the activity, whether it was, sometimes we dance, right? The day before dance, we always do our line dancing. Spherical avoidance, I know that's a fan favorite. Floor hockey, when we go outside and play volleyball, soccer, whatever we're doing, this person always does everything. You're always respectful, show excellent sportsmanship, and I can't wait to watch them on the basketball court next year. I'm happy to give this award to this year's 8th grade UA student, to Colby Gibbs. Okay, I did this last award ceremony, I forgot to introduce the next person, but so I'm introducing Mr. Briggs for chorus.
So just for our audience, we do have staff members that are shared with the high school. They have to leave to give finals, so they're not being disrespectful coming and going. We're trying to organize appropriately. So Miss Viggy is not available this morning because she is administering a final to the high school. This next award is the Director's Award for Chorus. This award goes to a student who has shown amazing growth and dedication over the past year. The student has been helpful, willing to work for the greater good, and has shown tremendous improvement. This award also comes, there's a plaque with the name engraved, Director's Award for Chorus for Winslow Junior High School, and this year's recipient is Bella Vayu. And our next presenter is Miss Winkin with JMG.
So back in May, me and the JMG class all went to Thomas College and participated in an event called Adventure. At Adventure, these students do interviews where, not to brag, but my students did very well. They got to work with the National Guard and do obstacle courses. They worked with other students from across the state of Maine. So I have several awards here that I'd like to pass out. I do have a long list, so if you could please hold your applause and just come up while you get your award. The first one is Briley McDaniel. Hold your applause. The next one is Jacob Jordan. The next one is Emma Bales. Emily Filer. Livia Hayden. Bailey Richard. Danica Holmes. Ava Neto. Noah Harding. Dreama Jimakuzi. Did I do that right or did I do that very wrong? Very wrong. I'm sorry, this is my best. Al Price. Anna Jenkins. Kayla Giroux. Natalie Hussey. Gianna Duke. Michaela Acorn. Aria Marks. Braylon Waters. And then I did have one student who unfortunately could not come, but she participated in every single thing while we were trying to get ready for this, and she did a fantastic job with her participation and preparing for adventure. So Annika Vogel. And then I have two more. These students were recognized at Adventure. Unfortunately, we were not able to stay for these recognitions. But the first student actually got recognized twice. One for helping design the adventure shirts that every single 8th grader wore and every single specialist. They also won the award for a greatness of spirit. And I really can't think of a student who would fit that for JMG more than Al Price. The final student won an award for leadership. And these awards were not given by me. These awards were given by specialists who saw these students out and about and helping within the group that they were with. and this student won an award for strong leadership in group situations. And again, I really can't think of a better student than Natalie to get that award. Hussey. That's all. Good job. All right, the next presenter is Mrs. Brackett for Excel.
Okay, so, I'm giving an award to, well, it's not really an award, to my 8th graders. I've had these kids for 3 years. So I'm gonna start by giving these books to Olivia with the full expectation that as she finishes one, she passes it on to all have read all 3 of them. Now, this is my opinion, but that's what matters. It is well past time that all of you moved on beyond the romance dystopia of middle school. And on into the realm of real literature, science fiction. And more importantly, science fiction written by women. So this is an introduction to one of my favorite authors, Ursula Le Guin, whose parents, by the way, were archaeologists at the University of California at Berkeley. And hopefully you'll find them engrossing as you have found just the dystopian, and hopefully they will open a whole new genre of great works for you to enjoy. And Frank, I'm going to start you off with The Male Writer, which is really one of my most favorite books. So, come on down. Let's see, Mr. Cloud.
Good morning. This 8th grade has the distinction of being the only band class that I have ever started online. I'm not going to ask for a show of hands, but looking around the room, I bet many of you can remember an experience in 5th grade, either at home or at the daycare provider or at Grammy Grampy's house or something where you're looking at a screen and I am in my office here trying to see what is going on with your instrument and everything. And we have several students that have stuck it out with me until 8th grade that started there, and I've picked up several along the way too. So I want to recognize, this is a tradition that I started when I first came to Winslow, recognizing my 8th grade band students with a simple 8th note pin. And I look forward to continuing to get to know you further at the high school and many great things from you all. Those of you that choose to continue your journey with me. I'd like to recognize these students, and if you would just come up and receive your pin. Hold your applause till the end. Gabe Bovey, Jason Burrow, Jada Evans, Lynn Farnham, Hayden Little, Catherine Martin, Maria Morris, Reese O'Brien, and Brenlyn O'Toole. I would also at this time like to recognize two young ladies who participated in and were auditioned for in the fall and were selected to participate in the KBMEA Junior Honor Band. In the percussion section, Catherine Martin, and in the saxophone section, Brendan O'Toole. Stay right here. These two started with me in 5th grade, and they were two of the individuals who started their journey with me on a computer, which was a challenge. But they've stuck with me for a long time, and I thought they've been involved in everything together as long as I've known them, from sports to GT music to drama to band, and the list goes on and on, so I thought it would be fitting to recognize them both at the same time. I have two plaques that hang or are displayed in my room, and one is for the Woody Herman Jazz Award, and the other is for the Director's Award for Band, and I would like to present Brinlin with the Jazz Award, and Catherine with the Director's Award for Band. Next we have Mrs. Loftus with PE. Or did we already do that? We already did that. All right. Next we have Mrs. Herson with Remarkable Raider.
Good morning, everyone. All right, I have two Remarkable Raider Awards I'd like to give. So the first one says, being a genuinely kind person is a rare and valuable characteristic that the student embodies. She is described as sweet and wholesome, which are both qualities that will help her shine in life. Chloe Griffiths is also known for cheering on the underdog and providing support for those who might need it most. She looks out for others, which is very much appreciated. Congratulations, Chloe. Helpful, enthusiastic, and well-spoken, the student has grown over these 2 years and continues to show her potential. She is willing to learn from her past, strives to be the best she can be in her present, and sets her sights on strong goals for her future. Jada Evans demonstrates qualities of leadership that are important to be successful in life. I look forward to seeing what she accomplishes. And next up, we have Mr. Dorn.
Good morning. You know, it's funny when I look at these faces, some I've had since 6th grade. Memories on every single one. I didn't say all good. But memories. And when you have students for 3 years, it's amazing how much growth you see. You have the student in your class that won't even speak in 6th grade. And by the time they're 8th grade, well, let's just say the opposite is happening. I teach tech ed and hands-on tech. This award is for hands-on tech. It's basically a woodworking course, which students are able to sign up from. And I have 7th and 8th graders in that course, and every year it's amazing how many students choose to work with me on that. And these are kids who maybe never have held a hammer or a saw or that tape measure thing that has numbers on it. How do you read it? The third little line means this, which is still how they do it, but we're trying. And we are so lucky to have that program here in Winslow because not all middle schools do. And it really shows kids how they can work with their hands and build stuff and progress. So I'm going to miss all that. I'm going to miss my little group that comes to visit me every day after snack. About 9 of them, sometimes 12 of them, sometimes 4 of them. It depends what's going on that day. And I could easily give this award to so many, but this individual, I tried to kind of think about those that went above and beyond and those that became laser focused. This individual, when she got into my hands-on tech class, all of a sudden was laser focused and just worked on her project. And even though at a certain stage it could have been done, she continued till it was just right. I want to thank Meredith Tyler for being a great student. One other thing I just want to say for a minute. As some of you might know, I do the dances here at Winslow Junior High, but the rumor is maybe somebody else will do them next year. That's the rumor. You guys were great for all those activities, and you will sorely be missed when we do those next year, but I'm sure you are going to pass on your enthusiasm next year. At this time, the Team 8 Awards.
Good morning. I think that I can speak for all of us too. Mr. Doran kind of talked about this class as a whole, and we told people all year just what an awesome year we've had with you. So, like he said, keep the spirit going, pass it on, go forward with it, and keep being the kind of people you are. Okay. All right. Our first team award was the. Okay, that's right. And I have the list. Yes, I have the list. It's all good. Hi. Okay, the first award is our All-Star Achiever Award. Team 8 will present the Team 8 All-Star Achiever Award. These students have been chosen to receive this award because of their all-around excellence in all they have done this school year. Throughout the year, in everything they have accomplished, both in and out of the classroom, these students have exhibited exemplary character, integrity, intrinsic motivation, and to be the best person they can be. Their efforts have contributed to a positive school environment each and every day. In addition to wonderful character traits, these students have proven success in the classroom through academic excellence and hard work. You will see later that this academic excellence did not just happen this year, but has been part of the junior high legacy. Each of the students should be very proud of their all-star excellence and what they have brought to Winslow Junior High School daily. We cannot wait to see what your bright futures hold as you move on to the high school. Our recipients of our All-Star Achiever Awards are Olivia Caldwell, Belen Farnham, Natalie Lagasse, Catherine Martin, Maria Memoris, Silver Picard, Cody St. Pierre, and Simo Travola. Next is Mr. Moran.
Good morning. Each year, we choose a student for the Team 8 Role Model Award. This award recipient is chosen for their outstanding contributions to our school, both academically and through their character. This person has consistently shown that they are kind, courteous, and respectful to adults and peers. Any adult in the building can count on this individual to help out when needed, and it is a testament to strong character. This person does this work with integrity and has an all-around generous attitude, always rising to any occasion. Every task is completed with a smile and great determination. In the classroom, the student is introspective and thinks deeply through topics. They ask thoughtful questions and show a dedication to their learning, always listening and focused on the task at hand. This student takes the type of initiative that lends itself to consistent improvement and does so independently. The result of this dedication is work that is exceptional, showing both quality and depth. You are present with those around you and purposeful in your actions, looking for the deeper meaning and value behind whatever you put your mind to. Congratulations to Maria Memorias.
Our next award is the Team 8 Good Citizen Award. Each year, we look for a student who consistently demonstrates kindness, courtesy, and respect. These traits are shown in the various layers of our school day, whether it be helping out in the classroom, school, or with classmates. You are an invested learner, always looking to make yourself better. You have a huge heart and are not afraid to let those around you see that caring. You have integrity and a generous attitude, always rising to the occasion. The work you put in to putting your best foot forward at all times is impressive and noticed by all of your teachers. The Team 8 Good Citizen Award goes to Rayleigh Starkey.
Our final team award is the Team 8 Hard Hat Award. As teachers, one of our biggest goals for students is for them to show growth in their studies. Growth is highly personal, and each student attains that growth differently and at different times in their learning. The Hard Hat Award recognizes 8th graders for their growth this school year. The students recognized today have shown incredible participation and effort that has resulted in impressive growth this year. It's growth that would not have been achieved without a never give up attitude. It is growth that happened from checking in with teachers, consistently seeking feedback, and going a step beyond and using that feedback to improve. It's growth that was the result of a great amount of perseverance. For some, that perseverance was needed to overcome adversity. Your strong work ethic and commitment to always working to become a better version of yourself has been a pleasure to be a part of this school year. We hope you continue your hard work throughout high school. Our Team 8 Hard Hat Award recipients are Liam Darrell, Emma Fales, Emily Filer, Colby Gibbs, Mikey Guptill. Olivia Hayden. Natalie Huzzy. Austin Knight. Scott LeClaire. Jackson Lisa.
Okay.
Ava Madden. Bailey Richard. Rayleigh Starkey. And Lawson Violet. Mr. Briggs.
Okay, let's give one more round of applause for all our awards recipients. So that concludes our awards presentation for the 8th grade this morning. In about 15 minutes, we will... Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our 2023-2024 End of the Year Awards celebration. This morning, we've already recognized 7th graders and 8th graders in separate ceremonies. And in this ceremony, we'll be recognizing students for academic excellence, a few staff recognition awards, and of course, conclude with our end of the year slideshow. I'd like to begin thanking the Winslow community, family and friends for all of your support this school year. We could not have done it without you, so thank you so much. I'd like to thank our staff, teachers, bus drivers. I'll leave someone out, so I think they deserve a round of applause for all of their efforts. And finally, I'd like to thank the students. As I tell you every year, the 8th graders, the last few years you've been here, you make our school. It is you that we talk about respectful, responsible, and safe, and it's you leaders, you 8th graders, that I talked about earlier this morning, showing up every day to make that happen. 7th graders, it'll be your turn to demonstrate that and create that same culture next year. Before I turn the microphone over to our first presenter, I'd like to close out the school year with a few comments. Someday in a job interview, you may be asked, what are 3 words that best describe you? Think about that for a second. And for some reason, there are a few words that come to mind when I think of you, and specifically our 8th graders as we send them on their way to summer vacation in about 1 hour. So 3 words that I thought of, and I thought of many words because you guys are just fantastic. But here's the 3 words I came up with. Leadership. I've said this before, I'll say it again. This class has a great number of leaders. I feel like through your 8th grade year, you embraced your role as a leader in our school. You, like all leaders, realize that there are no days off, and you show up. You show up to drama performances, field hockey games, math iReady testing, soccer practice. I'm not saying you're perfect because no leader is perfect, but your daily approach to your 8th grade year was absolutely unbelievable. This class has the drive and desire to be successful. Leadership. The second words, Taylor Swift. Hear me out. At age 16, Taylor Swift released her first single. Like her, many of you have embraced who you are since Taylor's 16 years old, which was a while ago. You found your circle, you set your own goals, and you grew into strong, independent, young adults. The opinions of others are sometimes important, but many of you have learned that opinions of others have no bearing on who you are or where you want to go. Taylor Swift is passionate, has been one of the most influential artists in contemporary music. So many of you have this same passion and no doubt will influence the school culture at the high school and anything else that crosses your path. The final word that comes to mind this morning, kindness. We've heard it over and over about you guys. Unfortunately, in our society, the word kind is often overlooked and in your culture, not seen as cool. This class has some of the most kind-hearted students I've been around in my time as an administrator. You welcome new students into your school community. You ensure that your peers have someone to sit with in the lunchroom. And I think just about every single one of you said thank you to the bus driver after the field trip yesterday. You have each other's back. It is this kindness that this world needs a little bit more of. So you guys are going to give it to me. Leadership, Taylor Swift, and kindness are just a few of the words. I could go on and on and on, but I won't because we have a lot of presenting to do this morning. I'd personally like to again take this opportunity to thank all of you students, again you parents, for your support. It's been a roller coaster, a lot of tears, a lot of smiles, a lot of good, some bad, so thank you for all of that. At this time, I'd like to introduce our first set of awards. Mrs. Loftus, PE.
Okay, I'm going to make this a little quick because I'm in the middle of giving a final to the high school kids. But I'm going to give an elective PE award this year. For those of you that have been in my elective class, you know that it's pretty fun. It's pretty competitive, but yet you know when to stop the game to make sure everybody is included, which is pretty spectacular to watch. So for this award though, and I think you guys are going to like this one, I was very fortunate to have this student not only for their UA, but also for their elective PE class. This individual is a leader in the class and can always be counted on to lead and take over warm-ups. And definitely, you guys listen to this individual way better than you listen to me. His smile and humor can put everyone in the class in a happy mood. And I'm very pleased to give this year's elective PE award to Parker Garner. Ms. Mayu, and Ms. Harrison.
Good job, Parker!
And at this time, could we have Mrs. Loftus come to the front before she leaves? We do have shared staff that are administering finals this morning, so they're running around. They're not being disrespectful leaving the awards, but she does have a final. Miss Loftus, many of you you students know, many of the community may not know, Ms. Loftus will be leaving us this fall, sort of. Ms. Loftus is taking the high school phys ed job at Winslow High School. So this is a certificate of appreciation in her service to Winslow Junior High School. We wish her the best of luck in her new position, and Mrs. Loftus had extremely lofty shoes to fill with an unfortunate situation a few years ago. She accepted the challenge, you embraced it, and we wish her the best of luck. At this time, I'll introduce Mrs. Mayhew.
Mrs. Hurston can often be described as compassionate, organized, calm, optimistic, devoted, and simply put, a ray of sunshine. Mrs. Hurston goes above and beyond for each student, family, or faculty member in need of assistance. She works tirelessly to be the continuity amidst 3 grade level changes and serves as an anchor for the incoming 6th graders as they face a new building and unfamiliar faces. She ensures each student's schedule is meticulously thought through, all required testing runs smoothly, and makes sure to connect with every student needing her ear. So, Mrs. Hurston, thank you for being all of those things and more. Thank you for the comfort you provide, for being so brave, and being our school counselor.
Miss Winton, please come on up. If you don't know, Miss Winton is also leaving us this year, and she's accepted a job at China Middle School, where she'll be teaching 8th grade. So we wish her the best of luck there. Before she goes, we'd like to recognize her as a remarkable writer. So, Miss Winton, we would like to congratulate you on your new position. Thank you for all you have done for our students and for the JMG program. You will be greatly missed. Thank you again.
Goes to Miss Cindy Giroux. You can come up, please. So to be wholeheartedly sincere and kind is rare and exceptional. To also be dependable, hardworking, and conscientious adds another layer to how special Ms. Giroux truly is. The warmth and support that she consistently provides her students is evident and appreciated. We would like to recognize Ms. Giroux for her incredible impact on both students and staff, as well as the wonderful work ethic she shows every day.
Ms. Brackett, will you come forward, please? We'd like to recognize Ms. Brackett this morning. She will be retiring in just a few years. I've had the opportunity as principal, I think, 9 years to know Ms. Brackett, and so we want to thank her publicly and wish her the best, and thank her for the years of service at Winslow Junior High. Thank you, Jenny.
Our next recipient, unfortunately, is not able to be here today. She is also retiring to do what she's doing today, taking care of grandkids. So We would like to recognize Mrs. Byrne. If you've called the school or stopped by or whatever, there is no better greeter than Mrs. Byrne to set the tone for students, parents, guests, whatever it may be. She truly is, she's going to be missed greatly. So thank you, Mrs. Byrne. I'll read it anyway, even though she's not here. Thank you, Mrs. Byrne, for your years of service to Winslow Junior High School. The students, staff, and the Winslow community will miss your warm, welcoming smile. We wish you the best of luck in your retirement. And as she refers to everybody, the phrase is honey. So thank you, honey.
At this time, I'd like to invite our Renaissance advisors, Mrs. Lambert and Mrs. Gagnon.
Good morning. Mrs. Lambert and I are so excited to be here today on this last day of the 2023-2024 school year to recognize students who have worked incredibly hard during their junior high career to earn a Renaissance sweatshirt.
As advisors, today is truly the most exciting part of our job. We would like to begin by congratulating all of you for your hard work, dedication to learning, and persistence to do all that has been asked of you, both academically and as citizens of our school over the last 2 school years. In addition to your strong commitment to academic achievement, you have been an exemplary citizen throughout your Winslow Junior High career. Earning this one-of-a-kind award means that you made the honor roll in 6 of the 7 grading periods in grades 7 and 8. In addition to excellent grades, these students have exhibited respectful, responsible, and safe behavior throughout their time at our school.
Receiving a Renaissance sweatshirt is a time-honored tradition at Winslow Junior High School. We want you to take pride in the fact that your sweatshirt is a culmination of your hard work during your junior high years. We are so proud of you. Wear your sweatshirt with pride. As advisors, we love it when we see you in the community wearing your sweatshirt. We know that you, Mrs. Lambert and I, and all of the staff members here at Winslow Junior High take pride every time we see you in your sweatshirt. We're all proud of you. To our rising 8th graders, many of you are already well on your way to earning your sweatshirt. You have 1 more year to dedicate to your academic success and positive choices so you too can stand here next year during this ceremony and receive your sweatshirt. Return to school in the fall with the mindset and set some goals so that you are able to join us here next year. Before we begin with the sweatshirt presentation, we would once again like to give a huge shout out and a thank you to our many parent and business sponsors for their generous donations, because without those, we definitely wouldn't be here today or with the rest of our assemblies this year. So thank you to Bee's Diner, the Children's Bookseller, Dairy Queen, Freedom First Financial Services, Gagnon Chiropractic, Joseph's Sporting Goods, Flo's Market, and Rita's House of Pizza, and our parent sponsors, Brenda Acorn, Andrew and Tina Chartrand, Cheryl Pelletier, Krista Thacker, and Tamara Willett.
Without further ado, here are the 39 8th graders who have persevered and worked incredibly hard for academic excellence to earn their sweatshirts today.
At this time, we'd like to call Ms. Winkin and Ms. Brackett to help us out. As we call your name, we'd like you to come up and stand. So hold your applause if you could. We'll have quite a line here, but if you can just kind of fill in. Hold your sweatshirts at the end. We're going to take a group picture. Mrs. Burgoyne's in the back waiting, so bear with us. Are you ready? Melody Boyer. Hallie Blackstone. Levi Bota. Brody Brockway. Cooper Canavan. Cassidy Chartrand. Olivia Colba. Jada Evans. Emma Bales. Bolin Barnum. Frank Barnum. Emily Filer. Jack Flaherty. Colby Gibbs. Cruz Hamilton. Olivia Hayden. Natalie Hussey. Jacob Jordan. Natalie Ugassi. Tylee Latham. Jackson Lisa. Adriana Lombardi. Aria Marks. Catherine Martin. Brooklyn Mishu. Maria Lou Morris. Quincy Nesbitt. Oliver Olson. Brinlyn O'Toole. Silver Picard. Eva Panette. Aiden Powell. Ben Powell. Bailey Richard. Cody St. Pierre. Rayleigh Starkey. Simone Toivola. Meredith Tyler. And Lawson Violet.
All right, let's go back and we'll line you up and take a...
Go see Mrs. Burgoyne.
Yes, it works. So I have the honor to give the final award of the morning before we begin our slideshow. In 1972, Winslow Junior High began the tradition of a typical student award. The idea was that the quality of scholarship, service, character, citizenship, and leadership. In 1984, the staff at Winslow Junior High felt the title of the award should be the Outstanding Student Award. Teachers at Winslow Junior High voted for the top student, and the award would be presented at this assembly. In the early 70s, Winslow Junior High was blessed to hire a husband and wife team, Mr. and Mrs. Pam and Brad Whitaker. Pam was a phenomenal English language arts teacher, and Brad was an energetic, engaging science teacher. They were both loved by all. Over the course of their 30-plus years of being educators here at Winslow Junior High, they were highly involved in extracurricular activities, and they knew every student who passed through the doors of the school. They touched the lives of thousands. Pam was also an amazing drama coach, and Brad served as the student council advisor for most of his career. They're both a true examples of leading by example, getting staff and students to enthusiastically work to raise money to help the community. They exemplified the qualities of what the Outstanding Student Award represented. So with their retirement in 2003, the staff unanimously agreed that the award from that point on be called the Whitaker Award. This award is voted on by every staff member, so it's not just teachers, it's techs, bus drivers, you name it, the vote gets sent out, which truly exemplifies the word character, because we talk about characters doing the right thing when no one is watching. So this individual was selected by many of the adults. This individual will receive a plaque to take home, and we also have a plaque that is hung in our junior high commons with all of the past recipients of this award. And it is my honor to present the Outstanding Student Award, the Whitaker Award, to Mr. Jack.